Am I the eye-hole for abandoning my family? All of this started about 16 years ago, when my mother decided to move with me and my little sister to another town, across the country, after she met my former stepdad. I am a 28 male now. At first everything appeared to be fine, we had happy times. It took my mother about a year to find a job in the new town, so she was super stoked about being able to work again, but then all seemed to fall apart. First my former stepdad, who was working about 60 hours a week as the head of the kitchen, reduced his work to about 30 hours for like 2 years. Then he quit his job. This went on for about 2 years. During this time he drank in excess. And more often than not I would come home from school and got berated for being lazy and whatnot. He eventually got a job to cook again, but could not hold his job for long, because of the drinking. My mother did not notice any of this because she was working about 50 hours a week and would regularly come home late at night. It got to a point where his anger and mind games against me got so bad they decided to break up, after 11 years of marriage. His last words were that he cannot see why he should stop drinking, if I am not stopping to play video games in my room instead of joining family. Fast forward about 3 years. We live in an apartment and I am about to finish my education. Then my mother introduced us to another guy, who seemed fine at first. He began living with us. I distanced myself from them, they seemed happy, so all is well. Then I meet my now girlfriend and soon-to-be wife. We made plans to move together, but money was tight. So we waited until my mandatory service in the military was over. Then came the day of my decision. My sister and I were home, making dinner, when we sat down to eat. The new friend of my mother entered the apartment, drunk. We had a little chit-chat and prosed to eat. When we started to lecture us, and especially me, that we should be grateful toward our mother, for she sacrificed so much for us. I don't know why, but this flipped a switch in me. As I was berated, lectured and mentally abused for years by my stepdad. Later that day, I called my girlfriend and told her that I need to get out of here, and that we should call this landlord, who offered us a nice apartment near her place. 2 weeks after that, my family went on vacation without me, because I had to work during that time. During their vacation I grabbed all my documents, all my clothes and possessions and left to sign the lease, without notice to my family. After they returned, they texted me, asked where I was. I did not tell them. I just said that I needed to head out. Was I wrong in doing this? Am I the eye-hole? Also, to clarify, a month after I left, I contacted my mother and said that we could talk things out at a neutral place. She said that there is nothing to discuss, so I stopped contacting them altogether.